If you asked me to tell you the story of me, I would probably start with you. Why do you want to know, and what are your motives? I might ask with twisted suspicion. Should I share with you as if you were that person who sits down next to you on an empty subway train and wants to have a conversation? Or should I share as if you're that friend who abandoned me years ago in a laundromat? I still owe her an explanation for that night. Or are you a stranger? Do you want me to share only the good, as if I'm at a job interview or on a date? Perhaps I should include my most embarrassing moment or the most awful thing I have ever done. I could tell you how I tend to get carried away, for better or for worse. Do you want me to be really honest? Do you want me to start at the beginning of time? Do you really want to know my whole life in a few minutes? I'd probably talk first about places. Geography has been popular with me, especially changing it. You might find that interesting enough, and we get sidetracked and move on to another topic. Or should we start with the mythology of creation, the long journey by boat borne by my ancestors that no one really knows much about, but everyone is trying to recapture? Those rocky crags of the Irish and Scottish coasts, unforgiving, mystical, roots, tracing, belonging. My own birth, more mythology, Lyons Court, North Caradoc Public School, Lorne Park Secondary School, the University of Waterloo, Canada. Tell me what it means to be Canadian in 5 seconds or less. Go. My family, Gordon, Carolyn, Katie, Malcolm, and me. I love my friends. When I was 5, my best friend was named Anne. She wore plaid underwear. How I love to make my colleagues laugh. Dogs and cats, cats and dogs. I like both. E-learning. How many e-learning designers does it take to ruin a party? Just one. Oh, I have interests, read books, have heroes, and I love the movies. I should probably tell you that I have never sat under one of these, or slept with one of these. But I could tell you what the weather was like the first time I saw a Chagall or a Matisse. I could recount the first opera I went to and tell you how Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring sounded on the harpsichord when I was 8 years old. But what would you really know about me if I told you these things? Would our souls be eternally connected? If I saw you at the grocery store, would you let me go ahead of you if you had a cartload of groceries and I just had some toilet paper and a cucumber? I could pontificate about politics and love and spirit. I could tell you that I'm compassionate, that I care when things go wrong for children and animals and people I have not met. I see how unfair the world is to some and try to make it better. But my running shoes are unknowingly made by child laborers in Malaysia, and my bank is foreclosing on my neighbor's house. Someone on the television is warning me that I may suffer from an excess of barium. Or is it a deficiency? There is a world beyond duality, and when we experience repugnance and beauty at once, we get closer to that reality. There's beauty all around. It is offered to each of us differently. It is highlighted by suffering, pollution, intolerance, poverty, death, and hopelessness. Everything is subjective. So, the story of me is in the middle, changing, resonating with hope. It is unfinished, yet complete. What about you? I doubt that we are really that much different after all.